Hey, didn't see you there. Hey gamers, it's Ben Shapiro. We are reporting live from Baltimore, Maryland. We are outside the Supreme Court of Justice just before the court case against Maryland and McCulloch. Let's go inside.
So we're going to start with Maryland. You think that you should have the power to tax the national bank if it is within your borders? Does the representative of Maryland swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? May the representative of the state of Maryland please rise and state your case.
Yeah, I don't understand why this national bank has to be supported by the government. Like, it really doesn't make sense. Like, the Constitution doesn't even say that. Nowhere in the Constitution states that federal government has the power to create a national bank, or whatever that thing is. Hey, camera, over here. Yeah. Also, the state should be able to tax any bank within its borders due to sovereign state power. Thank you.
Thank you to the representative of Maryland for stating his case. Now, McCulloch, would you please rise and state your case?
Alright, listen here, y'all. So, federal government has the right to create a national bank. It's not addressed anywhere in the Constitution. Alright, let me get something straight. It ain't fair for some stupid farmers to tax someone that's actually successful, like me. This better work out, because if it don't, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
And the verdict is...
Will the court be in favor of Maryland or McCulloch? Will they find the national bank constitutional? Let's find out after this short message from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm James McCulloch, and I'm a cashier at the Second National Bank. I know some folk out there aren't too happy with our proposed bank, but a national bank is necessary and proper for Congress to establish in order to carry out its enumerated powers. I believe that Jefferson made a big mistake by not rechartering the first national bank, because I know that there is a future for national banks in God's beloved country. So please come buy your gold and silver now to show support for banks today. Thank you.
But wait, you just want our money.
That is absolutely not true. Benefits of having a national bank are endless. We just want to help secure money on a national scale. Give me your money.
Hey gamers, Ben Shapiro. That was one wild court case. Let's look at it. According to 13.org, in McCulloch v. Maryland of 1819, the Supreme Court ruled that Congress had implied powers under the necessary and proper clause of Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution to create the Second Bank of the United States, and that the state of Maryland lacked the power to tax the bank. At issue in the case was the constitutionality of the act of Congress chartering the Second Bank of the United States. Although the bank was controlled by private stockholders, it was a depository of federal funds. In addition, it had the authority to issue notes that, along with the notes of states' banks, circulated as legal tender. In return for its privileged position, the bank agreed to loan the federal government money in lieu of taxes. State banks looked on the Second Bank of the United States as a competitor and resented its privileged position. When state banks began to fail in the Depression of 1818, they blamed their troubles on the bank. One such state was Maryland, which imposed a hefty tax on any bank not chartered within the state. The Bank of the United States was the only bank not chartered within the state. When the bank's Baltimore branch refused to pay the tax, Maryland sued James McCulloch, cashier of the branch, for a collection of the debt. McCulloch responded that the tax was unconstitutional. In a unanimous opinion written by Chief Justice Marshall, the court ruled that the Bank of the United States was constitutional and that the Maryland tax was unconstitutional. The enumerated powers of Congress include the power to regulate interstate commerce, collect taxes, and borrow money. Said the court famously, "Let the ends be legitimate, let it be within the scope of the Constitution, and all means which are appropriate, which are plainly adopted to that end, which are not prohibited, but consist with the letter and spirit of the Constitution, are constitutional." In other words, because the creation of the bank was appropriately related to Congress's legitimate power to tax, borrow, and regulate interstate commerce, the bank was constitutional under the necessary and proper clause. The court ruled that Maryland lacked the power to tax the bank because the laws of the United States trumped conflicting state laws. As Marshall put it, The government of the Union, though limited in its powers, is supreme within its sphere of action, and its laws, when made in pursuance of the Constitution, form the supreme law of the land. Because the power to tax is the power to destroy.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just hit like.
So we're going to start with Maryland. Wait, no, cut that.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
All right.
hold my hand.
I will.
In other words,
Your Honor, nowhere in the hey,
baby,
camera over here.
kiss me.
Nowhere in the Constitution
That's
states
bad.
All right, look.
My heart
It ain't
with
fair for
song
some stupid
and
farmers to.
let me sing forevermore.
Damn it, Paul.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
Hi, I'm James McCulloch, and I'm a cashier at the Second National Bank. I know some. What are you laughing at?
I thought you messed up.
Did I?
I don't know. Did you?
Anyway, I begin.
Jesus.
All right, ready?
Okay. Alright. Paul, make sure this isn't in frame.
What is it?
What are you doing?
That's definitely.
Okay, back it up.
Fill my heart with song.
I will.
Let me sing for
Your Honor, the constitutional.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
Finally, the court held that the sovereignty, political authority, of the Union. Oh my God, I messed up.
I